Welcome back to another Backpage Gaming video. Today, it's a highly requested video. We're going through the 4-4-2 tactics. You guys love the 4-2-2 tactics the other day. Go and check them out if you've not already. You asked for these. It's a plan B of somewhat. Leave a like, drop a sub. I'm joined by Robbie.
Hello everyone, I'm excited for this one. 4-4-2 is always one of those tactics for me where if the 4-1-2-1-2 is not clicking a little bit, I switch into that just to add a little bit of a different dynamic. It's always important, isn't it, Jack?
It is definitely important. So that's one of the things that we want to stress in this video.
Yeah.
Like I say, we did a custom tactics video only the other day, but having two formations that you're comfortable with is huge.
Yeah.
It is so big, you know, about as big as me, if you know what I mean. We're going to go through the type of players that you want.
Yeah.
You know, the actual formation, kind of how to play in it a bit more, tactics themselves, and also the player instructions. The most important thing, I think, this year, Rob, personally.
They are. They can change things massively, can't they? They're not like chem styles that, well, if you've got a tinfoil hat on, that don't do anything. But yeah, like if you've seen a few of our 4-1-2-1-2 ones now, completely different styles depending on the instructions, should I say? But yeah,
Absolutely. So I've got the tactics down here on my phone, as always. I know what you sneaky little rapscallions are like. You're just going to skip to the end of it. It's not fair. Okay, so as I said already, we are playing the 4-4-2. Earlier in the game, I played 4-4-2, the second variant.
Yeah.
With the CDMs, but I think now you kind of need to take the game to your opponents a bit more. You can't be so passive, I don't think.
Yeah.
Whereas you kind of got away with it a little bit before.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
This is how I line up.
Oh, yeah, Vasquez at wing. First time using there, isn't it? Using this, I think.
Yeah, mate, I love this card. Honestly, Lucas Vasquez is a perfect player. Lucas Vasquez, the new Felipe Anderson and Kunku, they're the type of players that if you can get one of those in your team, you're laughing, because you can then really easily swap into a 4-1-2-1-2 quite naturally rather than sticking an attack. I know there's a lot of tactics that you do use an extra attack in the 4-1-2-1-2, but for me, I like to play it quite balanced and have two midfielders. Yeah. Lucas Vasquez is the perfect man, isn't he, really?
Yeah, even Awar could do a job there, to be honest with you.
He could, yeah, definitely. He's got the offensive capabilities to do so. So that's the formation. That's how I play it. And then I think everyone uses balance this year, Rob. I don't really see anyone playing pressure play.
Yeah, I just do balance. The thing with like your constant press and stuff like that, players just get knackered. Especially if they've got low stamina anyway. You're up shit creek, aren't you? Really.
You really are, definitely. It's one of those things that I feel like in previous years, press after possession loss and even press on heavy touch was really popular.
Yeah, it was.
Whereas they've kind of, I don't know, they've just seemed to have slunk away a little bit. Balanced, I mean, your team kind of, on next gen anyway, has kind of got, dare I say, better positioning. It's still pretty shit sometimes, but it's better than it was before. With it being a naturally wide formation, I play on 40.
Okay, yeah. Keeps your defenders nice and compact as well, which is nice. It
does, yeah. I mean, you could probably go down to 35. Any lower, and I think you risk exposing yourselves to high flying wingers that are overlapping in like a 3-5-2 or something.
Yeah.
Because don't forget that changing formation, it's not just to win a game. It's to it's not just to score a goal, it's to not concede a goal.
Absolutely,
you don't have
to keep hold of a game.
Yeah, which can be really helpful, I think, especially when you are coming up against a different formation that you're not comfortable with. I think really, like I say, the 3-5-2, that's a really good counter to the 4-1-2-1-2, because you just get absolutely overwhelmed on the wings. If you come up against somebody that can play 3-5-2, you are dusted.
Yeah. What do you think, by the way, to the new system with it being out of 100 instead of 10?
I actually quite like it, because I do sometimes notice the differences in fives.
Yeah. Do you think anyone's ever had it on like 37 or something, or is it like your TV volume? You can't put it on an odd number.
Only a psychopath, I think, could put it like here, like 62 or something. That just doesn't seem right.
That upsets me. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
imagine
58.
if that was just right though.
Yeah, you never know, will you? I mean, it could be like Goldilocks. Maybe I should go up in twos or something until I find the perfect depth.
Yeah, he could genuinely code something into the game that if you have it on like 61 depth, it's OP as fuck, because no one's ever using the 61.
If you had it on like 22 depth, like 91 width or something silly. You never know. I mean, I'm sure something like that could actually happen in this game. It's that broken.
Yeah.
Balanced attack, direct passing. I'm a big fan of direct passing this year. I think it's the best defensive creation tactic. They just make better runs, which is stupid. The fact that you have to put a certain tactic on for them to do that.
Absolutely, yeah. It gets the fullbacks going up at good times as well.
It does.
I'm not a big fan of the overlap. I think they commit some a little bit too much, but for me, direct passing, they commit at the right times. They make good decisions, which is always nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think like you say, you only notice them at the right times. They don't barrel forward. Width, nothing much different. 55.
Yeah.
Just a bit more width. Integer at 5. Plays in box 5 because you're going to have your 4 attackers and then your 1 kind of attacking centre mid that we'll talk about in a little moment or 2. Corners, I'd have this on 0 if I could. Honestly, it's ridiculous this year getting the amount of counters you get from... Like, the corners are just broke. There's still the corner glitch, the stupid LB shit.
Yeah.
You can kind of counter with an offside trap if you've not done it already. But equally, sometimes you're left with like 1 man to defend the corner, like if you've got the corner, that is. So yeah, 1. Now onto the player instructions. So this is where we get a little creative. We're going to circle back round to Neymar in just a moment or two. We've got Cantona first.
Yeah, back in the team, back in the fray.
He is. He really is in the thick of it. Honestly, I love him.
Yeah, not from a mid-icon pack, by the way, for you new viewers. From an untradeable 100k pack. So you imagine, obviously I'm happy for Jack, but I'm a little bit annoyed.
Yeah, he is my boy. He's a king. Quite literally, King Cantona. Yeah. I've got him on stay central and stay forward.
Okay.
I don't want him drifting away. Maybe if you've got somebody like an Mbappe, you could maybe not have stay central. But for me, I need him in the centre of the pitch because Mr. Neymar himself is on false 9.
Okay, yeah.
So quite often we talk about like formations needing to be a bit fluid, and this makes it kind of like, I don't know what to describe it. It bridges the gap somewhat between this and the 4-2-3-1, which I think is also a very meta formation. I've got stay forward because if he's on comeback or even basic, I find that they drop to... I've used this... I've toyed about with this a little bit. I find that they drop back too much.
Yeah, definitely.
In my opinion. I want them to be in that cam role, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
But, yeah, that's...
I'm guessing you can sort of like switch it up, if you like your LB triggers and stuff like that.
Well, LB, that's the thing. LB triggers, they're so important.
Yeah.
Now, Lucas Vazquez... This is personal preference. Some people put comeback on defence on them, but for me, the point of having a 4-4-2 or having something to swap into is somewhat of a plan B.
Yeah.
And
you
being able... Yeah, and I think with your wingers, you want them to, because that's the full point of it. It's you've got 2 wide players, and you need them to attack the wings. So I just leave him on default, to be honest with you. Simply because he's my one that is a bit more tenacious, he's a bit more up and down the pitch, really. Whereas Vinny, I have on get into the box for crosses.
Yeah, you want him sort of in the mix a bit more, don't you? He's got
because he's my attacker.
Yeah.
So, well, I say he's my attacker. He's the better attacker of the two between him and Lucas Vazquez. So, I think it's kind of a simple choice, really. That.
Definitely, yeah.
Especially with Neymar when he drops below. You can imagine, if it was Monday Night Football, I'd have a fancy whiteboard showing you right now, but Vinicius, would be overlapping and getting him behind him, and it gives Neymar, a really good passing option to get into behind the defence. Then, centre mids now, for me, you need support from your centre mids. Just so you know, when you're on the edge of the box, you've got that extra man to pass to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a big one. So, for me, I'm pretty sure I've just got on cover centre. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I say, you've got your 2 guys on the wing already. You'll be all right. Don't need to put cover wing on them. And then for Fana, I had to stay back and cover centre as well.
So it's sort of like one sit, one go type.
Yeah, somewhat. Like a 4-2-3-1. You end up having more of an attacking one. So Fana is good one.
It's usually the dynamic that I like to go for with 2 centre mids. One that is more of a CDM, and then one that can do a bit of everything. I think you limit your attacking options when you've got 2 brick walls.
Defensive
ones.
Yeah. I am kind of looking. We'll have to see what Headliners holds for us, but I am looking to go away from Fofana, simply because I've used him for about 350 games now, and I am a little bored of him.
Get Headliner Fofana in.
I've had to, yeah, I'll probably end up doing that, but I like to get Milinkovic-Savic in, maybe, or Barella. Or
Milinkovic-Savic is chef's kiss.
I'm really excited to try him when I do finally get around to it, because it will happen. Fullbacks, Rob, we've got on stay back and stay back.
Yeah.
Like Rob said earlier, there's a lot of hype about overlap, but for me, it's just, I don't like it.
Yeah. It scares me.
Yeah, they just seem to be a bit mad. Step Up's another one.
Good film.
I don't think it's a bad one to pick.
Yeah.
But I think if you're a really good defender, if you're a really good manual defender, put Step Up on.
Yeah.
Because then you can manually track out your centre backs or your CDM.
Yeah.
But I'm not, so I don't have it on.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's that simple.
Step Up, is it just like sort of like cut passing lanes type thing?
It's actually a dance film, but yeah, somewhat like that. So imagine, their wingers can like just chilling, and your fullbacks just chilling, waiting for them to run at them. They're a bit more proactive. They'll
like press,
get in front of them. Yeah, press them a little bit. More so, press the man. And,
right. Okay.
Stress them out, make it less of a
rather than sitting
great
off.
pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Makes sense.
So obviously, with that comes its own trials and tribulations that you might just get absolutely spun.
Yeah.
Which is what would probably happen to me. So that's why I don't have it on. I like to sit back and just wait for the right time. You know what I mean? Like.
I don't know why. I thought you meant you in real life playing left back or something. Then I know it's your favourite position.
It is left back on the bench. Hey, honestly, every time it's just great comedy here at Backpage Gaming. But that is that's pretty much the tactics, Rob.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I might give it a
False
go.
nine is really for me what kind of like separates it.
Yeah.
You don't have to have that on though. I'd say
almost
if you're
like a 4-4-1-1, isn't it?
Yes. But with more of a kind of like a balanced striker partnership. I don't like the fact that on those formations they always are there.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, Neymar just drops into it as and when he fancies, really.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, I went unbeaten in qualifiers the other day using these tactics.
Very nice. Yeah.
They're not bad. They're definitely not bad. No.
Yeah.
Picture proof right now. There you go. Picture of me smiling.
Yeah.
So I was happy.
Yeah.
Because you get really good rewards now.
You do, yeah, really, really good actually. Yeah, I think that about covers it. If there's any other formations that you want to see, obviously, we don't want to be bringing out tactics all the time. Like, we don't want to flood it too much, trying different stuff out. But if there is anything specific that you want to see, maybe a formation you like, maybe a 3-5-2, maybe we could mix it up, let us know in the comments. If you've done that as well, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are uploading like mad recently.
Yep.
Uploads every day. Team of the Year soon. It's exciting times. Maybe streams coming soon as well. Go drop us a follow on Twitch. Put the link in the description. But yeah, in the meantime, I've been Robbie.
I've been Jack.
And we've been Backpage Gaming. See you later.
See ya.